In a vast galaxy filled with different races, the Galactic Council held great power. This council was a place where leaders of many alien species came together to discuss important matters. They talked about trade, peace, and how to explore the universe. But one day, a topic came up that stirred excitement among the council members: the legends of humans. For centuries, stories about humans traveled from one star system to another. Some spoke of their bravery in battle, while others told tales of their cleverness and strong will. However, many members of the council thought these stories were just myths, made to entertain children. They believed humans were not as powerful as the legends suggested. Among the council members was a young alien named Zara. She had bright blue skin and large, curious eyes. Unlike the others, Zara was fascinated by the stories of humans. She had spent countless hours reading ancient texts and listening to elders recount tales of human heroes. The more she learned, the more she believed that humans might be more than just a myth. During a council meeting, Zara stood up and spoke passionately. What if the stories are true? What if humans really are as brave as they say? She looked around the room, seeing both interest and doubt in her fellow council members' faces. "We should send a team to Earth to find out! Imagine what we could learn from them." The room buzzed with conversation. Some council members were excited about the idea, while others scoffed at it. Why waste resources on a species that is likely extinct? An elder alien named Threx said, shaking his head. "We have more important matters to attend to." But Zara did not back down. "We cannot ignore the legends. What if humans hold the key to new technology or strategies that could help us? We have to investigate." After much debate, the council voted. To Zara's delight, they decided to send a small team to Earth. They would be tasked with gathering information about humans and their world. Zara was chosen to lead the team, her heart racing with excitement. The team consisted of Zara, a tech expert named Gron, and a brave warrior called Karn. Together, they prepared for the journey. Zara made sure they had the right equipment, including communication devices and a small ship capable of traveling to Earth. As they boarded the ship, Zara felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. What if we find something amazing? She thought. The ship's engines roared to life, and they lifted off into the stars. The journey to Earth was filled with wonder as they passed by colorful planets and shimmering asteroids. After several days of travel, they finally approached Earth. As they entered the planet's atmosphere, the team gazed out of the windows in awe. They saw vast oceans, green forests, and sprawling cities. "This is incredible," Gron whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. Zara piloted the ship down to a clearing in a forest, far from any human settlement. They landed softly, and the team stepped outside. The air was fresh, filled with the scent of pine trees and blooming flowers. They could hear birds chirping and see small animals scurrying about. "Let's set up a base here," Zara said, her heart racing with excitement. They quickly unpacked their supplies and set up a small camp. "We need to observe the humans from a distance before making contact," she instructed. As night fell, they sat around a small fire, sharing their thoughts about what they might find. Zara couldn't shake the feeling that they were on the brink of a great discovery. "I believe we will uncover the truth about humans," she said confidently. "Their legends may just be the beginning of something incredible." Little did they know, their adventure was just beginning. The next day, they would venture into the world of humans and witness the reality behind the legends they had heard for so long. The sun rose over Earth, casting warm light across the landscape. Zara, Gron, and Karn woke up early, excited about what the day would bring. Today was the day they would make contact with humans. The trio packed their supplies and prepared to leave their small camp in the forest. Zara felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. "We need to be careful. Humans might react in unexpected ways," she reminded her team. Gron, adjusting his glasses, nodded in agreement. "Let's stick together and observe before we approach anyone," he said. Karn, the warrior, tightened his grip on his weapon. He was ready for anything. As they walked through the forest, they heard the distant sounds of laughter and music. "What's that?" Gron asked, curiosity shining in his eyes. Zara smiled. "It sounds like a celebration. Let's go see!" The three of them moved quickly, following the joyful sounds. They emerged from the trees and found themselves on the edge of a large field filled with colorful tents and decorations. People were dancing, eating, and enjoying the festivities of a local festival. The air was filled with laughter, and the smell of delicious food wafted through the air. Zara's eyes widened in amazement. "Look at all of them!" she exclaimed. As they stepped further into the festival, they drew curious glances from the humans. Zara, Gron, and Karn tried to blend in, but they looked very different from the humans. Their bright blue skin and unusual features caught the attention of many. Some people pointed and whispered to each other, while others seemed excited to see newcomers. Suddenly, a group of children ran up to them, giggling and tugging on Zara's sleeves. "Look at the aliens! Are they real?" one child shouted. Zara smiled, trying to appear friendly. "Yes, we are real. We come in peace," she said, raising her hands to show she meant no harm. But the children, full of energy and curiosity, began to play around them. One child jumped up and down, shouting, "Let's take a picture with the aliens!" Before Zara could respond, the kids pulled them into a group, laughing and smiling. Gron fumbled with his communication device, trying to take a picture of the joyful scene. Just then, a loud sound echoed through the festival. A drum beat began, and the crowd went wild with excitement. A local band started to play lively music, and people began to dance. The atmosphere turned chaotic as everyone moved to the rhythm, creating a whirlwind of color and sound. Amid the excitement, Zara felt a wave of confusion. Humans were wild and unpredictable. "We need to stay focused," she reminded her team. "Let's find someone who can help us understand more about them." As they moved through the crowd, they spotted a tall human with a friendly smile. His name was Jake, and he seemed to be in charge of the festival. He approached them, clearly intrigued. "Welcome, I'm Jake. Are you here for the festival?" he asked, beaming with enthusiasm. Zara and her team exchanged glances, unsure of how to respond. "We come from far away," Zara said carefully. "We want to learn about your people and your customs." Jake's eyes lit up with excitement. "Wow, that's amazing! We'd love to share our culture with you. Come, join us!" Without waiting for a reply, he took Zara's hand and led them deeper into the festival. Zara, Gron, and Karn felt a mixture of wonder and chaos as they followed Jake. Everywhere they looked, people were smiling, dancing, and enjoying themselves. They tried different foods, watched performances, and even attempted to dance. As the sun began to set, the festival became more magical. Colorful lights lit up the area, and the music grew louder. Zara could hardly believe how alive everything felt. She realized that humans were not just legends. They were vibrant, emotional beings full of life and energy. But in the midst of the fun, Zara felt a small tug of worry. Would the humans accept them? Would they understand that their visit was meant to bring friendship, not fear? As the festivities continued, Zara hoped that their journey would open the door to a deeper understanding between humans and aliens. The day had been chaotic, filled with laughter and wonder. But it was just the beginning. Tomorrow they would learn more about humans and the legends that had drawn them here. The sun rose brightly over the festival grounds, casting a warm glow on the colorful tents and smiling faces. Zara, Gron, and Karn woke up feeling excited and eager to learn more about the humans. After their thrilling first encounter, they knew today would be special. They had witnessed the joy of the festival, but now it was time to understand the legends of humanity. After a quick breakfast of strange but delicious human foods, they decided to meet Jake, their friendly guide from the festival. Jake had promised to introduce them to more people who could share stories about humans. "Let's find him!" Zara said, her blue skin shimmering in the sunlight. As they walked through the bustling festival, they saw humans laughing, dancing, and sharing food. Zara couldn't help but feel a growing admiration for these beings. She turned to Gron and Karn. "Look at how happy they are. There's so much life here. It makes me think the legends might be true after all." They finally spotted Jake near a large stage. He was talking to a group of people, sharing tales of the festival. As they approached, Jake waved them over. "Hey! I'm glad you came. This is my friend Lisa," he said, introducing a tall woman with bright eyes and a welcoming smile. "She loves history and knows a lot about humans." Lisa stepped forward, excited to meet the aliens. "Welcome! I've heard a lot about you. What do you want to know?" Zara felt a surge of eagerness. "We've heard stories about humans being brave and strong. Are they true?" she asked. Lisa's face lit up. "Oh, absolutely. There are many stories of humans facing great challenges. For example, there's the tale of a young girl who led her people in battle against a powerful enemy. She inspired everyone with her courage and cleverness." "That's just one of many legends. As Lisa spoke, Zara, Gron, and Karn listened closely. They were amazed by the tales of bravery, sacrifice, and triumph. Lisa shared stories of explorers who traveled to unknown lands, scientists who changed the world, and ordinary people who did extraordinary things. Each story brought the legends to life in vivid detail. Zara's heart swelled with pride for the humans. "It's incredible. Your history is full of heroes," she said, feeling a deep connection to the stories. Just then, a loud cheer erupted from the crowd as a group of performers took the stage. They began to reenact one of the legends Lisa had just shared. The audience watched in awe as the actors played out the tale of the brave girl leading her people in a fierce battle. The energy was electric, and Zara felt herself swept away in the excitement. "This is amazing!" Gron shouted over the music. "They are telling their history through performance. It's a beautiful way to honor their legends." Karn, who had been mostly quiet, spoke up. "This shows how much humans value their past. They remember their heroes and what they fought for." Zara nodded, realizing the importance of these stories. They were not just tales, they were a part of who humans were. "We need to learn as much as we can. This knowledge could help us build a strong friendship between our people," she said. After the performance, Zara approached Lisa again. "Can you tell us more stories? We want to know everything about humans and their legends." Lisa smiled warmly. "Of course, I can share many more. But you should also meet some of our veterans. They have first-hand experiences of bravery and sacrifice. Their stories will inspire you even more." The group decided to visit a nearby community center where veterans shared their experiences with the younger generation. As they walked, Zara felt a sense of purpose. This was what they had come for, to learn the truth behind the legends. At the community center, they were greeted by a group of older humans. Each veteran had a unique story, and they spoke of their experiences in a way that captivated everyone in the room. They shared tales of battles fought, friendships formed, and the values of courage and loyalty. Zara listened intently, absorbing every word. "These are not just stories, they are lessons for us all," she thought. As the day went on, the team learned that the legends of humans were not only about bravery, but also about compassion, teamwork, and resilience. Each story painted a picture of a race that had faced countless challenges and emerged stronger. Zara, Gron, and Karn left the community center with full hearts and excited minds. They knew they had uncovered something incredible. The legends of humans were not just tales, they were the truth. And this truth would shape the future of their journey together. The sun hung high in the sky, casting bright rays over the festival grounds. Zara, Gron, and Karn felt energized after their enlightening day with the humans. They had learned so much about human legends and bravery, but little did they know that a shadow loomed over their newfound friendship. As the trio walked through the vibrant festival, they overheard whispers among the crowd. "Did you hear about the strange ships in the sky?" a woman said anxiously to her friend. "They say they are not from this world." Zara exchanged worried glances with Gron and Karn. "What do you think they mean?" Gron asked, his voice filled with concern. Before they could discuss further, a loud boom shook the ground, and the sky darkened. People screamed and scattered in all directions. Zara's heart raced as she looked up. Strange ships, unlike anything they had seen before, hovered ominously above the festival. The ships had sharp angles and dark colors that blended with the clouds, making them look frightening. Karn tightened his grip on his weapon. "We need to find Jake and warn everyone," he said, determination in his eyes. Zara nodded, and the three of them hurried through the chaos, trying to find their friend. As they ran, they spotted Jake near the stage, helping to calm a group of frightened children. "Jake!" Zara shouted, rushing over. "What's happening?" Jake looked up, panic etched across his face. "I don't know. People are saying the ships are here to invade," he replied, glancing at the sky. "We need to protect the festival and everyone here." Zara felt a wave of fear wash over her. "What if they are hostile? We should gather everyone and prepare to defend ourselves." Just then, a loud voice boomed from the ships. "People of Earth! We are the Draxians, and we come to claim this planet as our own. Surrender now or face the consequences." The crowd gasped, their faces turning pale. Zara's heart sank. The Draxians were known across the galaxy as ruthless conquerors, and their reputation was terrifying. "We need to act fast," she urged. "If they attack, we must be ready to fight." Jake nodded, rallying the humans around him. "Everyone, listen up! We need to gather supplies and prepare for anything. Stay calm and stick together. Zara, Gron, and Karn joined Jake, and they began organizing the crowd. Gron used his communication device to alert nearby towns, hoping for reinforcements. We need help. The Draxians won't stop until they take what they want, he said, his fingers flying over the buttons. As they worked, Zara couldn't shake the feeling of dread. What if the legends of human bravery aren't enough this time? She thought. The Draxians are powerful, and they won't hesitate to destroy everything in their path. Just then, a group of armed Draxian soldiers descended from the ships. They were tall and menacing, their armor glinting in the sunlight. The crowd gasped and began to panic again. Stay strong, Jake shouted, trying to keep everyone calm. The Draxian commander stepped forward, glaring at the humans. You have made your choice. Resist, and you will suffer, he threatened, his voice cold and harsh. Zara felt a surge of courage. We cannot let them take our home, she exclaimed, stepping forward. Humans and aliens can stand together against this threat. We are stronger united. Jake looked at Zara, inspired by her bravery. She's right. We can fight back. We won't let them take our festival or our people. The crowd began to cheer, their spirits lifting. Zara, Gron, and Karn felt a renewed sense of hope. We can do this together, Gron shouted, rallying the humans around them. The Draxians sneered at the defiance, but didn't seem ready to attack just yet. The standoff created a tense atmosphere, with both sides waiting for the other to make a move. Prepare yourselves, the Draxian commander barked, signaling his troops to ready their weapons. You will regret this defiance. As the situation escalated, Zara felt the weight of the moment. They were at a crossroads. Would the legends of bravery and courage hold true, or would fear overpower them? With the fate of their worlds hanging in the balance, they had to fight for their survival. Zara took a deep breath, feeling the support of her friends and the humans around her. We stand together, she declared, raising her fist. We won't back down. With those words, the battle for Earth had begun. The stakes were high and the outcome uncertain, but one thing was clear. This was a fight for their future, and they would not surrender without a struggle. The tension in the air was thick as the Draxians prepared to attack. Zara stood tall, her heart pounding, surrounded by her friends and the humans of the festival. They had come together, united by a common purpose, to protect their home from a powerful enemy. Remember, we're not alone, Jake shouted, his voice carrying through the crowd. We fight for each other. The humans rallied around him, their faces showing determination and courage. Zara felt a wave of pride for the humans. She glanced at Gron and Karn, who stood beside her, ready for whatever came next. We can do this, she whispered, trying to calm her racing heart. Together we are strong. As the Draxian commander raised his weapon, the humans prepared their defenses. Some quickly built makeshift barricades using festival decorations, while others armed themselves with whatever they could find. Zara spotted a group of humans grabbing tools from nearby stalls, hammers, ropes, and even food supplies to throw. The commander yelled, "Charge! Take this land!" His troops advanced, their armor glimmering in the sunlight, but the humans were ready. They stood firm, not willing to back down. Now! Zara shouted. The humans hurled rocks, food, and anything they could find at the advancing Draxians. The air was filled with shouts, laughter, and fear as they fought back against the invaders. The first clash was chaotic. Zara fought alongside Jake, using her agility to dodge the Draxians' attacks. Gron and Karn worked together, their alien strength surprising the enemy. With each blow they landed, the humans grew bolder, and the Draxians began to falter. Keep pushing, Jake called out, rallying everyone. We can drive them back. Zara noticed an opening in the Draxian ranks. Let's go for the commander, she yelled to Gron and Karn. They nodded, determination in their eyes. They dashed forward, weaving through the fighting crowd. The Draxian commander was tall and imposing, barking orders at his troops. But as Zara, Gron, and Karn approached, he turned to face them, his eyes narrowing. You think you can defeat me? He sneered, raising his weapon. We don't think, we know, Zara shouted back, charging forward. Gron and Karn flanked her, their powerful presence intimidating the Draxian troops. The battle was fierce. Zara dodged the commander's swings and struck back, aiming for his armor. Gron used his strength to create distractions, while Karn focused on the commander's weak points. They fought as a team, each move carefully planned. Meanwhile, Jake led the humans, organizing them into groups to fend off the Draxian soldiers. They formed a united front, helping each other and fighting for their freedom. Each human felt the spirit of bravery from the stories they had shared earlier, and they fought harder than ever. "Push them back!" Jake shouted. The humans followed his lead, their spirits soaring. They fought not just for their lives, but for their families and their future. Suddenly, with a swift move, Zara managed to disarm the Draxian commander. The weapon flew from his hand, and she felt a rush of triumph. "Now's our chance!" she yelled. Together they pressed their advantage, surrounding him. Realizing he was outnumbered, the commander tried to retreat, but Gron blocked his path. "You will not escape!" he roared, his eyes blazing with determination. The Draxian commander looked around, panic flashing in his eyes. "You think you've won?" he shouted. "This is only the beginning." With that, he activated a device on his armor, and a bright light filled the air. Zara and her friends shielded their eyes, but the light quickly faded. When they looked again, the commander was gone, disappearing into thin air. The remaining Draxians, now leaderless, hesitated. "Now!" Jake shouted. "Let's finish this!" With a renewed sense of purpose, the humans pressed forward, driving the Draxian troops back toward their ships. As the last of the invaders fled, a cheer erupted among the festival-goers. They had defended their home and stood together as heroes. Zara, Gron, and Karn shared a relieved smile, knowing they had made a difference. Jake turned to Zara and the aliens, gratitude shining in his eyes. "Thank you for standing with us. We couldn't have done this without you!" Zara felt warmth in her heart. "We are united in this fight. We will always stand together against threats." As the sun began to set, the festival grounds were filled with laughter and celebration. They had turned a moment of fear into a victory of hope. The legends of humanity were not just stories. They were alive, woven into the hearts of all who had fought together. Zara, Gron, and Karn stood among the crowd, feeling a strong bond forming between them and the humans. They had faced danger and emerged stronger, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead together.